I was really thinking about what I was going to be sharing on Thrive today. And the one thing that really stands out to me is that 2019 is when myself and Jerome and the kids and Candy went to Mexico. And we went in January. I did a launch in March, and that launch brought in £30,000, which is a great launch. And at the time, what I wanted in order to be able to set us up and for us to feel super, super comfortable being in this new country and being in a new house and all of that stuff was actually more than that. I think my last launch that I had done, it was around 80 or 90,000 pounds. So when I did this launch and had got 30,000, I was quite disappointed and a bit and it was at that point that I made a huge number of changes in my business. And so now, fast forward to 2020, August 2020, we've just moved to Valencia, and I've done a launch and it's £532. So what's been the biggest, the one thing that's taken me from launching from £30,000 to £530,000 in just over a year? The number one thing that has made a difference is environment. And arguably, you can say that it is environment on a physical level, it's environment on a conscious level and a subconscious level, it's environment on an energetic level, it's across all of the 4 pillars. But that environment piece is just so goddamn important. When you take yourself out of your normal space and you are surrounded by silence, when you are surrounded, when you are put yourself in luxury, when you have people looking after you rather than you looking after everybody else, when you are surrounded by inspirational people. So obviously all of these things do not need to be happening at the same time, but even one of these things, when you take yourself out of your home, you can create your own 2-hour retreat in the back of the garden and be like, nobody speak to me. I'm just doing my thing. But that opportunity to remove yourself from your usual space, absolutely, it breaks all of the habits, all of the things that you have always done. It makes it so much easier for you to start doing, thinking, behaving, and feeling something new because you've taken yourself out of the places that normally trigger you into certain behaviors, and really thinking about where you are choosing to spend your time and create your experiences is just so goddamn important. Then within that environment, meeting other people who really had the same shared vision for life was so powerful. And so again, that opportunity to really be yourself, explore what does being myself mean when I'm not having to show up in a way that's expected or the way that I have always shown up, was incredibly powerful. So I imagine that it's the same for many people when they go to university for the first time. Meeting these people who were on a similar vibe and then being able to have these really big, expansive conversations on a daily basis was incredibly powerful. It was like, oh, and this is possible, and that's possible, and this is possible. So when you layer that with the then very deliberate and intentional investments that I made in my business to be around people that were doing really big, expansive things, again, I was just inspired by the fact that they were really wanting to make a change in the world. They weren't just talking about it, but they were doing it. So for me, the biggest thing that has made such a huge difference is putting myself in an environment where the conversation and the experience is stretching my limitations for what I think is possible. And then really actively and intentionally choosing to allow myself to explore the new reality. And so I really, really encourage you to just be looking around you. How many types of conversations are you having where somebody is saying, not, oh my God, that sounds really scary, but oh my God, that sounds amazing? And how frequently are you having those conversations? I want you to be having those conversations daily. And why do you need to be having them daily? Because then it keeps you accountable for not falling back into the same old patterns, doing the same old things and never actually progressing anywhere. Use your spaces wisely. So environment, 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 if I had to say one thing. Anyway, I love you very much. Thank you for being here. And I will see you